And good evening / morning / afternoon / cookie break. It's always time for cookies.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, Johnny.
Or brownies.
So you want to sell your guitar?
Yes.
Consignment or not to consignment?
Consignment.
Let's assume you're doing consignment right now.
All day, every day.
So we want to talk about sort of how that flows down a bit, the fair rates, and like why it might be okay to have a shop sell it for you that has a higher consignment rate than what you want, or why you want to go for all yourself, and what benefits you selling on a third-party seller or going direct to a shop. We'll kind of dig into it right now. Click like, subscribe.
Hit the bell.
And let us start. So you take your guitar into a guitar
Yes.
shop and they say, hey, you say, I want to sell this guitar.
Yes.
It's a 1999 Gibson Les Paul standard.
Done.
I want to sell a consignment. And they say, hey, it's going to be, we think we maybe get $2,500 for that guitar
Yes.
right now, which is crazy that you can get that much for but let's just say that's the number. And you say, what's the consignment rate? And they say, it's going to be 50%. You say, hey,
Whoa.
that seems a little high. It's like, well, we guarantee we'll sell it. There's going to be no fees for you. There's going to be, besides the 50%. What were you thinking? And you're like, I was thinking 10%. It's like, well, that's not a thing. Unless you're selling an entire estate maybe of millions of dollars. And then it becomes a thing.
Okay.
But so let's say 50 is a bit high. Like, where does the consignment rate sort of sit in the standard? I'd say right around that 30 point.
Yeah.
I've seen some at 20. I've seen some at 50. I've seen some at 40. It all depends. And sometimes you can negotiate the rate to be a little bit lower if you were bringing in a lot of pieces and it's a high level of piece.
Yeah.
Like if you're selling a 1959 Stratocaster in consignment, 30% is probably going to be a bit high.
Yes.
You're not going to get quite that much. You're not going to get charged that much. Now let's talk about why you might want to go through a shop consignment and then dig into some of the other third parties like eBay and Reverb. Now, why would you go to a shop?
Because I did not want to deal with the hassle of selling the thing myself online, listing it, taking pictures, answering messages, going through bots and scams and blah, blah, blah. That would be number one for me, probably.
I mean, I think that sort of sums them all up in a lot of
Yes.
ways. It's just the general know-how of how to do it, how to price it properly, understand that like what you see them listed at is not necessarily the sell-through
Right.
on them, especially
right.
now as things have sort of changed in the used market. It's not as hot and on fire as it was. It's still pretty lit up though. Yeah, you got into the picture element of it.
I mean, and part of that I didn't even say is, you're probably going to have way more eyes on something that's listed with a reputable shop than you would on your own private reverb, unless you just sell things all the time. But
well, you have to do the math yourself too. Like, are you willing to give up X percentage wise to take out the entire hassle?
Right.
That's what because like it is. It's like 30% is not nothing.
no.
It's 30%.
Yeah.
No, but when I was saying the pictures, like, if you go to a shop, hopefully, theoretically, if it's a good quality piece that you're hoping to sell, like of a certain level, they're going to spend the time to create the inventory, write up the product information, take proper professional photographs with high-end, cameras. I was going to say photography machines, cameras. Possibly even do a video for it.
Maybe.
If they have something called a YouTube channel or Instagram or Twitch. They don't do that really. But mainly YouTube and Instagram and Facebook Marketplace and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But like listing it sort of in a wider net, they have eyes that are already sort of garnered on them. They have the professionals that know how to price it right, who know how to negotiate, and who hopefully also know how to negotiate and avoid scammers.
Yes.
There are a lot of them out there. So you're taking yourself out of that sort of battleground immediately.
Yeah.
And then the shop is now responsible for the sell-through of your piece. If it is scammed,
I was going to say, you've taken that liability off yourself. Like the shop is liable for that.
well, the shop still has to compensate you
Right.
for the sort of the base mark of the agreed upon price.
Yeah.
And of course, if the shop is scammed, I would hope you'd be understanding and negotiate with them a little bit. And like they're going to pay you, but they're going to pay you the maximum of what they feel like they could have sold it for. And but be generous because they're losing all that money too.
Right.
But that's their responsibility, and it's not yours.
Yeah.
Because you have now agreed upon this, and they also the shipping. Shops.
There's just so many things. I mean, I think it is such a headache if you're not used to selling a guitar on your own, right? Finding a box, all those things. We've done videos talking about these things. It's not like it's undoable or unbearable. It's just it's inconvenient. So
Well, and if you're not used to it, like we've given tips on like, you know, how to get a box, go to your local guitar shop. And
Sure.
like they'll give you a free box or charge you a very minimal fee.
hopefully.
But if you want the packing supplies too, that does cost money, and like you can buy that from. But if you go to the UPS store, you're going to spend upwards of $50 to $70 for the packing materials to ship a guitar. Then you have to pay for the shipping, which will also be an exorbitant amount because guitar shops have rates we've negotiated with our shipping providers that are much less than the standard consumer or customer uses.
Yes.
So that's one of the other things you're factoring in. If you sell it through, let's say, a third-party site, which we highly recommend, Reverb, eBay, even like going like direct to consumer or to end user and going through a Facebook or a groups.
Like some of the private groups, your local stuff.
That's going to be the best for you dollar-wise. Again, you're going to have to deal with the idea of being scammed, possibly the hassle of going to meet at the Walmart parking lot.
Right.
Which I have done to buy guitars before.
Oh, me too.
I've driven 45 minutes away. I like to go to meet in a Walmart parking lot in Rayford.
Walmart parking lots, gas stations, a rest stop.
Right, well, that's where you just meet friends. What's that gas station you went to, the giant one?
Buc-ee's.
Yeah, I'd never heard this was a thing until you brought it up in the shop the other day.
It's a thing.
There's this guy, and I saw it on TikTok, it popped up. This guy I was watching, he's like, oh yeah, I'm going to go and buy, like, everybody says you're going to buy a bunch of stuff at Buc-ee's. I'm like, it's a gas station. They come, the next picture shows them with like the little animals.
You have
in the hat.
You cannot do it. It's.
I mean, if I was there with my kids, I'm buying stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm ashamed to even
right?
say. Oh yeah, I mean food, all sorts of food, lunch, dinner, snacks, desserts.
And where's our closest one?
Beef jerky, Florence,
South Carolina.
Yes. Now apparently that is the biggest one right now, but that is offensive to the Texans. So yes, and it started in Texas, and they're building one that's going to be 1,000 square foot bigger than ours in Florence now.
Just 1,000 square foot?
Yes.
Feet?
Bigger.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
can't speak.
It's already huge. Yes.
I mean, 1,000's not that much. It's just like adding like an
I think they're doing it just to say the biggest one is in Texas.
So I hope the Florence one just adds a little bit more. But they probably won't because it's the same company.
Yes.
The biggest needs to be in Texas.
We could open a Buc-ee franchise.
Is it a franchise?
I think so.
Oh my Lord, that'd be hilarious. Can you imagine trying to get that through the town council in Southern Pines?
And we could put a little mini casino guitars in the back corner.
With like the thing playing it. What is he? What's the mascot?
He's
a beaver. I was like the buck machine. I don't know what they're called.
We could do it. Imagine if we had a Buc-ee's and in the back corner was casino ukuleles and it was just beavers playing ukuleles.
Like robot beavers.
Yeah. Like when
Showbiz
you go
Pizza.
in Showbiz Pizza, yeah. Or Chuck E. Cheese's now.
I mean, I'm old, so I refer to Showbiz Pizza still and pretend that's a thing.
The glory days.
That's like Five Nights at Freddy's is like, that's sort of the spiritual father to that whole like thing. Because that's like, the robotronic animals.
Terrifying.
It is terrifying.
I have memories of as a child, my father taking us to the Showbiz Pizza at the beach, but we went to pull in and then a cab smashed into the side of our car. Everyone was fine, but my dad was so pissed. He was
I don't know why that brought me such joy. Bammo, game over. Oh my Lord, God bless him.
I can still see the grill of our car, like little chrome pits, just cars going over it. And my dad just standing there, glaring murderously.
No, back to consigning your instruments or your children, whatever you want to sell at a guitar shop. We can sell it all. Now, if you do bring in like something substantial, again, the rates can be negotiated a bit. If you are selling a vintage piece, it might pull down to 20 or so. Can even pull down further sometimes. It just depends on how much work the shop is going to put into it. Because the shop, it is like a real estate broker in that respect. They're going to put their own money, their own advertising time and dollars into selling this guitar for you.
Yes.
And from every video to every like bits of posting to take it does take time, and that's their eyeballs that they have on it.
Not only that, I mean, it takes up, space is a premium for us in our shop. Our shop is only so big, we only have so many hooks. So
it's only 80,000 square feet.
That's very small. But yes, I mean, that's the thing, right? And you're part of that is someone could walk in off the street and see your guitar and buy it. That's not going to happen if you list it on Reverb. Like, it's just not. So that's just another avenue and another thing where, it's worth that for the shop.
But jumping back to Reverb, Reverb is a safe bet if you're going to sell online. Yeah. We highly recommend it. You are going to have a fee there. It's going to be most likely in that ballpark of 10%. They say they have an 8% flat fee. Shipping you can build into it or you don't have to. And it's tricky. It's tricky how you want to do it.
Yeah.
I saw my computer light up.
For flat fee shipping you can can build into it, or you don't.
Oh,
That
God.
was really weird.
The AIs are taking over.
I saw the computer's about to speak to me. And Derek, you can edit this out or not, because we don't
I
do
feel
that.
like you shouldn't.
Because my Siri on my Apple, it just likes to light up. And it's like, starts like, I'm listening to
It's coming alive.
She's
You see the
listening.
guy that got fired from Google?
Yeah, of
'Cause
course.
He said that
Zach sent me that. Oh, and
Skynet's coming.
Skynet is here already.
It's here.
Side note, if
gonna
check out Zach Person's his new video just dropped, and he's got Premier Guitar on YouTube. Where he's talking about his influential licks. He's there's a whole bunch of stuff happening with him right now. I think he's recorded a track with one of my favorite guitar players, Tyler Bryant, too. Just recorded a track for him up in his studio. That's not all mixed and mastered out because Tyler's touring with Guns N' Roses right now.
Little band.
Check out that little weird guitar player. Good Lord, he's good. He frustrates me because he's young and he's pretty. I'm hoping he's really dumb. Like, I know him a little bit, but I'm hoping like it's just like that's just artifice intelligence. I'm hoping it's just
they're open for Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind
Derek
of
Clark Jr.
makes me feel like I want to see a jam with Tyler Bryant and Phil X.
That'd be pretty tight. Is Phil X playing with them right now?
Yeah, he's like Bon Jovi. He's like Richie Sambora.
It's all over the place. There's so check out Zach's stuff right now. It's pretty neat. That video, his video just dropped for Muddy Water.
That's good. It's a good song.
It's a good song. It's my favorite song of his so far. Cool video. And check out his Premier Guitar thing too. That was cool to see.
There you go.
I think that's all I'm going to say about Zach. I talked to him on the phone yesterday. That's enough. It's enough. I'm moving on. Consignment.
Do it.
Do it. It's it takes it off your shoulders. Or don't do it. If you can sell it yourself, sell it yourself. I mean, you make more money. But if you want to be safer and get it done and you have it off your chest, Consignment's the way to go.
Or selling it yourself just seems daunting. It's a good option. It's a good alternative.
So when you said selling yourself, I was like, I guess that people did like indentured servitude that you do yourself.
Don't sell your guitars. Sell yourself.
Yeah, if you. My middle son said he was so excited that he can start working at the guitar store because my rule is you can only work at the guitar store when you can reach the brakes and the gas in the car.
Okay.
You have to be tall. I don't care what your age is. You just got to be tall enough.
That's fair.
Is one of my offsprings to. He's like, I can reach it. He couldn't really reach it. He thought he could. So I was like, I can put him to work. He's the only one who really wants to work. So, that's good.
Elijah is very excited. He wants to come shoot the bug assault.
Oh, yeah, any day. We've killed most of them.
Yes, I know.
But we'll find more bugs.
Yeah.
We'll go outside.
Yeah.
There's got to be pets walking around.
Totally.
God, Bisu was still alive. Oh my God, that poor dog. She'd be like, no, I hate you, Dad.
Why do they shoot me with this powder? I don't understand.
She has that face of just like sadness and why.
Terror.
That's just her face all the time.
It was.
She's in doggy heaven. I miss her to tears in heaven.
She was a sweet dog.
My mom, Bisu. Oh, she died in my hands. I didn't kill her, but she died in my hands. Now, thanks for watching. We're going to go home now. Sort of.
Hit like, hit subscribe, click the bell. We'll see you guys next time.